Bridgerton is a story of a bored girl looking for excitement and drama and a bad boy type of guy. A story that makes for a very entertaining and binge-worthy show, but not the best idea to pursue in real life. Let's break down two major mistakes Daphne makes that feminine women should avoid at all costs in love. When Daphne and the Duke team up to fake a love story so that the other men would start to court her again, I was all here for it. Like, yes, sis, play the game. Put yourself in a position to get the best match possible. But shortly thereafter, did anyone else notice that even after she's attracted multiple suitors, she gets a bit cocky, turning down perfectly suitable men left and right because she goes from being strategic to desperate to keep the Duke around? When the Duke wants to end the charade, he tells her exactly who he is. He says, "I'm a rake and will always be a rake. I was never your friend. The prince is perfect for you." And in the next few scenes, I was proud of my girl, going to the ball, dressed to the nines, ready to snag the prince, dropping her fan so the prince would pick it up and everything. I thought, great, he told her exactly who he is. She believed him, and she's moving on. But no, she tricked the audience. Instead of truly moving on, she's still fixated on the Duke and how he had her hormones all wound up. From telling her about what to do when she's alone at night, to the dramatic romantic gazes, and of course being chased down for a classic passionate kiss. She went from being clear-headed and strategic to a woman flooded with emotions and hot-blooded attraction. In real life, we lose sight of strategy, become overwhelmed with emotion, and put all our eggs in one basket. We can go on one date with a man and already thinking of the color scheme for the wedding and what our children will look like. Some of us get happy in the bedroom sooner than we originally planned and get seduced by the pheromones that are now out of the bag, running loose, and can't be shut off. Remember to put strategy above all else. Date multiple men at a time and allow them to impress you slowly but surely. Date, get to know folks and have fun. Take your time before you dabble with considering becoming intimate. Instead of eagerly begging for that one special someone to commit, take your time and choose the man who is patiently showing up in hopes that you will be the one to choose him. The prince was a major heartthrob. The man is kind, caring, shares her same values with wanting to have children and stay close to their families. Not to mention, he's a prince. The writers could have easily made the prince character a pompous, arrogant, rich jerk that movies love to make a trope of. Instead, he's pleasant, warm, and giving to Daphne. In real life, he's a nice guy. And unlike the Duke, he doesn't have daddy issues or serious emotional baggage. The prince was consistent from the moment he laid eyes on her. Not only was he kind and shared her values, he made her smile. The other men we see her meet are self-absorbed and just come off as boring. The prince catches her attention and she enjoys conversation with him. So what's missing? The Duke is exciting because he's a rake. And if you don't know what a rake is, it's basically an old-timey word for F-boy. Check out Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction for the play-by-play of what a rake is. But basically, he's a man who makes it clear he's not interested in marriage and lives for hot-blooded, quick romances with multiple women. He makes you feel desired and wild and dangerous for a short time before he moves on to the next. According to the book, the most virtuous women of all fall for the rake. So it's no surprise that Daphne was attracted to the bad boy Duke. In real life, we're attracted to the bad boy type and mistake red-hot passion for love. The Duke and Daphne are hot and cold. First, they're snarky to each other, then they team up. Then he wants to get away from her. The next thing you know, he's chasing her across a garden under the moonlight for a kiss. The intoxicating pull of toxic love. I believe that women have been brainwashed to believe that true love is one filled with drama and sitting at the edge of your seat waiting for him to text you back. True love is filled with the will they, won't they, and the man acts uninterested and it's the woman who's doing the chasing. I've heard countless dating disaster stories from friends where I wonder why would they put up with men who send disgusting texts or cancel on them the last minute. And I'm reminded that overall our culture loves drama. We think an emotionally stable man who genuinely wants to make you happy is boring. As someone who was once trapped in a very over-the-top, on-again, off-again romance, I can tell you it's not what it's all cracked up to be, girl. Burning hot desire is a quick thrill that before you know it has burned you down to the ground. By all means, you want to be with someone who lights you up, but just be sure that it's a light that's warm and kind and coming from a provider. not a blaze of toxic love bombing that burns at random and ends up making you feel like a burn victim. You deserve and are worthy of healthy love that lights you up and makes you feel like a princess who chose her very own Prince Charming.